Okay, so this is the demo for your DMR. Sometimes DMR may be 2 slides just because I may need more space to be able to put information in and to make sure it's visible and not all piled on top of each other. So it's always going to say DMR, so you know that's the slide that you're working on, and then you're going to have the question, which is right here. So your question says find the value of 10 to the third power. You are going to have like a white box, and that white box is the space for you to do work. It's the space for you to put your answer, or it's the space for you to kind of explain or show what you did. If you're more comfortable with adding a text box, I'm going to show you how to do that. If you're more comfortable with the clicking and the dragging of the numbers, that is fine too. I've also added on some of the slides, you'll see a white box on the side. That's even just more space for you to show your work over there. It's kind of like your scrap piece of paper that you can add text boxes and the drags and drops. So find the value of 10 to the third. All you simply can do is take these numbers and drag them to be on your like mat, okay? If it ever happens where if you notice that you see the number, you dragged it there and it didn't go, the mat's always going to be ordered. You're going to send it to the back, which once you send it to the back, it brings up. But you won't really have to worry about doing that because I've already done that. So I will drag. So to find the value of 10 to the third, you should have learned this last year in 5th grade. That's just saying 10 times 10 times 10. So I would just do 10, and I would just, to drag, I would just press on what I want. So if I want the multiplication sign, I'm going to press with my one finger, and then I'm going to use my other hand's finger and slide and not let go with the whole finger that I'm clicking on. I have to hold it down, and then I'm going to lift both fingers up with where I want it. And then it'll drag that whatever you're dragging to the spot you want it to. So again, I click, I drag with my other finger. Like right now, I am moving it with the one finger that's not holding the click down. Okay, and then I'm going to place it where I want and let go of the fingers. So I click with one finger, start dragging with my other hand's finger to the spot I want it. So click what you want and use another finger from your other hand and drag to where you want it. Okay, so I'm going to continue doing that. So it's the third power, so that's 10 times 10 times 10. Now, to solve this, you are going to want to underline. So to underline, you're going to hit select line, hit line, and you're just going to simply draw a line off to the side. You want to draw it off to the side because those purple dots are going to make it very difficult to draw it anywhere else. So I click it, and then I'm going to drag it under my first 2 tens, okay? And then I know that 10 times 10 is 100, so I will do my 100. And then I still have that times 10, so I click and drag my times 10. And then I know 100 times 10 is 1,000, so I can do 1,000. Okay, now I ran out of zeros, but you won't run out of zeros. I'm just going to copy and paste it. You won't run out of zeros for that. So you copied and pasted. So that's one way you can do it. Another way you can do it, you can choose. I am not opposed if you use text boxes because the clicking and the dragging of the numbers are too much for you. So if you would like to, you can use a text box. Your text box icon is this box with a T inside it. So you can simply click it, and then it brings up a T. If you can see my mouse, it's a T or a cross. So you would draw in your box, make your text box however big you want it to, and then it creates a text box for you. The way you would change the font is here, the size is here, to make it bold is here, to underline anything is here. So if I know 10 to the third is the same thing as 10 times 10, all I have to do is type 10 times 10, times 10, and then I would hit enter, and then I can do the same thing. I know 10 times 10 is 100 times 10, because I didn't do that 10, and then I can do 100 times 10 is 1,000. That is 2 ways that you can show your work. Now, if you notice, I did not use my extra sheet, but that's 2 ways you can show it. This way, if you want to do the click and drag method, or you can use this way if you want to use the text box method. Either way is fine, as long as you're showing your work. This video that I just created is going to be over here on this side of the PowerPoint. It's going to be big enough where you'll be able to watch the video and do it with me. And that's how all DMRs are going to be. Everything is going to have a video over here, workspace over here, and then the question, if not more workspace on the PowerPoint side. Okay, so hopefully this helps you and you can use this as another resource to help you out.